everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Allison. I'm glad you're here today. In today's video, I'm so excited. I have the new Colourpop collection from Ulta. So I have both eyeshadow palettes and blushes. I didn't pick up any of the lip glosses that they had, the Luxe lip glosses. So in the video, we're going to be going over the palettes. I'll show them to you. I will show you the swatches I did. I show you 2 different looks, tutorials, whatever you want to call it. And then I will give you my first impressions at the end. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. All right, everyone, we're going to start off with this one, the one that's like kind of pinkier and greener. So here it is. This is a 9-pan palette. You'll see that on the back. You can see it has all the shade names and everything on it. And then here is a look at the inside. There is no mirror in the palette, in the eyeshadow palette. In this palette, you get 4 mattes out of the 9 shadows, and then 3 shimmers. And then this one right here, I just have to tell you, this one that's called Super Stardust, this is a super shock. So when I went to like dig my finger in, I always get like pleasantly surprised because it like starts to really move because it's a creamier product. So just be cautious, like, don't be going ham on that shade there, because that is a super shock. I don't know, is it marked different on the back? No, it's not. But there are no like glitters in this palette, which I know can be an issue for some folks. So that is the eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to kind of go over, I'm going to insert the swatches. So this palette is definitely an interesting color combination in my opinion. You've got these kind of like warmy, peachy brown tones almost, and you've got one like really light matte pink, which you can't really tell what it is on my skin, but it works well for like setting your lids and whatnot after you apply primer. And then you've got Mars, which Mars is amazing. It is like this really pretty greeny, kind of like light springy, greeny, almost celery kind of color in a way. And I just think it pairs so interesting with those kind of peachier, warm tones that are in the palette. So the blush in this set, which they don't come as a set, but these packaging containers match. It's called Meteor Rite, like Meteor and then Rite with a question mark. Super cute. This is a warmer, kind of neutrally blush, but it is more warm toned. Like an everyday peachy sort of vibe there. I do wear this in the look, so you'll be able to see what it looks like. The mirrors do have the mirrors. The mirrors have mirrors. No, the blushes have mirrors, which I always find so interesting, that the blush has a mirror, but the eyeshadow palette does not. But that's okay. I just used the blush mirror when I was applying the eyeshadow palette. Okay, y'all, this next set is definitely more of a cool toned pinky purple vibe. Again, you have the blush and the eyeshadow palette. So here is the eyeshadow palette. It is called All Things Equinox. And then here's the back, same idea with the, kind of the raised up. You can definitely, there's a texture to these. And then here is a look at the palette. In this palette, I'm going to insert the swatches here. You get kind of like some traditional kind of cooler tone champagne. And then you get this like really interesting kind of taupey shade in Sky High. And then it kind of goes into like almost more of a, faint rose gold with Intergalactic. That alter ego shade is, it's a matte, but it has glitters infused in it, like micro glitters. And then you have Stellar and Moonrise, which are, like a lilac and a deeper It's not a deep purple, but darker than like a lilac shade. And it's just really a pretty color scheme. I'll save that for the end. So in this 9-pan, there are three mattes, 4 technically, but that one has glitter in it, and then 4 like 3 shimmers, and then like 2 that have glitter in them. There is not a super shock, I don't believe, in this palette. From my swatches and my touch of the product, I don't think there's a super shock in this one. So then here is the blush. This one is called Interstellar. This is definitely a pinkier mauve toned blush. I am wearing these 2 in this look. Okay, so the palettes were $14 on Ulta's website and $14 each, and then the blushes, I believe, were $8. They got to me real quick, which I was really surprised about. Of course, they came in these outer containers here that are super pretty, but I am just going to probably not keep them because I don't need all that. Okay guys, now that you have seen the palettes, you've heard the cost, you've heard where I got them from, it is an Ulta exclusive. The other thing I just wanted to mention that I read, oh, can you hear the thunder? It's definitely like got a little bit of a storm going on tonight. The other thing I wanted to mention is that the reason we were able to get new Colourpop is because I read on Colourpop's Insta, I think it was, that this has been in the works for some time now, and they went ahead and released it because, yeah, like Colourpop's warehouse is shut down, but Ulta's, still able to ship. So that's how that happened. It was not coming from Colourpop directly. It was coming from Ulta, and they've had this planned out. So anyway, guys, now that you've seen all of this, heard all this information, we're going to jump into the 2 looks. Alright, hi guys. So obviously I'm doing a voiceover here, which I haven't done for quite some time, so it'll be fine. I'm taking that first shade that I'm taking is Nova, and I'm just taking that on a Wayne Goss, and I'm working that through my crease. Just slow circular motions at first, and then, kind of windshield wiper motions, and just really getting it in there. This is a really pretty crease shade. The next shade I'm taking is Earth Angel. Same brush. I'm just going to start, deepening up the crease. These shadows really do blend so nicely. Then I'm going to go in with Chromosphere. Once again, I am using the same Wayne Goss brush to do this look. And let me just see if I can find that brush and tell you what number it is. This is an 04. I've had it in my collection for quite a while, and I haven't used it for quite a while. And so I just decided to bust it out, and I really like how it works with putting shades in my crease especially. Alright, now I'm going to go into what probably is my favorite color out of both palettes combined. This is Mars. This has such a pretty green tone to it, and I just think it pairs, oh, you can kind of see there where I was like, I discovered this shadow and was like, oh, I like that. So that is, I'm just, I don't know if the headphones I'm wearing is picking up, but It is thundering out. We're having a bit of a storm. My dog Maisie does not like storms, so she is kind of huffing and puffing around. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna, after I patted Mars all over the lid, I'm gonna go back into Chromosphere. And this is a Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush that I got recently in the, is it the Matrix Remix? Not Matrix, Master. I always call it Matrix. It's the Master Remix collection. And I definitely don't like all the brushes in that collection, but I really love this one. I got it on sale for the whole set on sale for $50. So yeah, I feel good about that. I'll go ahead and try and remember to put that video in the card so you can go check that out if you're interested. I did just put a Smashbox Baller liner in my waterline. That is just by far my favorite eyeliner like ever. I wear it with everything and I think it works with everything. And then I'm lining my upper lash line with the Fenty liner, the Fly liner. This is just a, black liquid liner, and I have not used this for so long, but I discovered it in my collection recently, and I started using it again just this week, so I'm actually enjoying it. I usually just put black shadow, but it is nice to have a little bit more definition there, so I'm surprised that I enjoyed it as much as I did. So then I am going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof. Ooh, I didn't even realize I picked up waterproof. Good job, Allison. It's the waterproof mascara. This is a nice mascara, especially for the drugstore. So I went recently to my local grocery store area, and they have some makeup in my small little town, and I picked up like 3 mascaras just to try because I need mascara. Oops, I went the wrong way with the zoom, which I always do. Okay, what's she doing now? She's getting ready to put blush on her cheeks. This is the blush that sold me on purchasing all of these products. I just thought it was so pretty. I love a good peach blush, and this one, definitely does not disappoint. It's a matte blush, and I just think it works so well with these eyeshadow tones, but I just love wearing a good peach blush pretty much every day. But again, yeah, that's what sold me on purchasing everything, because I'm really into blushes right now for some reason. And apparently I am looking for something. Will I find it? I don't know. Okay, for highlights, I am using the Colourpop Super Shock Highlight in Smoke and Whistles. I know I'm a little bit low on the frame here, but you get the idea. I'm putting highlight where highlight goes on the top of my cheeks. And then I'm smiling at myself. Oh, brother, that cracks me up. All right, you guys, this is the finished eye look and face look, really, with the blush and everything. So this is the finished look number 1. What do you think? I think it's pretty, and I kind of don't want to take it off, but I also want to play with the other one, so I kind of have to. You know what? Before we do that, though, let's just put on some more blush. Why don't we? This blush is really pretty. All right, you guys, here we go with look number 2, and I am starting with that taupey shade called Sky High. I just thought this shade was so interesting, so I had to use it. And it is really an interesting shade. Yeah, I don't know if I have much else like it in my collection. It's just such a cool toned, like matte taupe shade. It's really pretty in my opinion. So I'm just putting that through the crease with my Wayne Goss brush. And oh, if you see me talking, I totally forgot about this. My mom called me in like the middle of me filming this whole thing, and instead of telling her that I couldn't talk, I just decided to talk to her. So we're FaceTiming and I'm listening to her talk about whatever she wants to talk about. Okay, I think I have moved on to Nebula at this point and putting this in the crease. This is just a, kind of typical cool toned mauve shade that's just perfect for working through the crease for when you're using tones like this. So yeah, my mom was telling me all about everything going on, and she likes to watch the news a lot, you guys, so that's probably what we're talking about. Okay, on my lid right now, I'm taking Intergalactic. It's, I'm so good at describing the tones of shades and everything, but this is like a bit of a cool toned rose gold moment happening here. All right, I'm going to take that Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush again that I love for the lower lash line, and I am putting Moonrise on my lower lash line and just working that through there. This brush just pretty much does the work for you. Again, talking to my mom. Also, Darvin interrupted me during this video to deal with the dogs and their supper time. So yeah, of course I cut that out, but I'm gonna tell you what was happening behind the scenes anyway. Oh, she's sassy. I am just lining my upper lash line with that fly liner pencil again from Fenty. Again, I'm enjoying that. Not much more to say. Yeah, I'm definitely think I'm saying something sassy in this moment. Okay, and again with the Smashbox liner in my waterline. I just love this thing. See how it goes with both looks? It just is perfect. Okay, I'm just touching up a little bit here because I had a little bit of fallout. So I'm just patting that away with my foundation brush. And I'm going back in with that the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. And I think that is pretty much this eye look complete. Oh no, I lied. I'm going back into the crease just to blend, and I think I took more of that Nebula shade I just felt like there wasn't enough definition in the crease. And I will say this palette is a little more monochromatic than it even looks in the palette and than that the other palette is. So all right, you guys, it's time for blush now, and I am of course using the blush that correlates with this eyeshadow palette, which is called Interstellar. Such a pretty pinky cool toned mauve shade. Just putting that on and taking a look at what's going on. And what am I doing here? Still talking to my mom. Oh, and now it's time for highlight. I'm using the Colourpop Super Shock highlight that is called Your Catch. This highlight will surely last me the rest of my life. And there you have it, guys. This is the finished look. I clearly did not give you a good final look at this look, but you can see what's happening there. All right, everybody, I'm back. Just wanted to give you some final thoughts. I'm just going to jump in and say this. I like this set more than this set, and I like them both, but this is just so unique. Those peach tones with that green, I just really like it, and I'm having a total moment with green. I've been wearing a lot of green eyeshadow this week, you know, like kind of murky green tones and grungy green tones, lighter green tones. I'm here for it this week, I guess. So yeah, I think the packaging on these two are just amazing. It's total Colourpop, you know, it's total Colourpop quality through and through. I love the theme of it. She's got Solstice and Equinox, and I'm totally into all that. In fact, today I should talk about this in a video or something. I did a little numerology quiz, and found out some interesting things. So I'm totally into that whole kind of, you know, spiritual space, whatever. I'm probably taking the equinox and solstice thing a little bit too far into the spiritual side of things, but you know, it's like nature and all that. Like I just like it. I'm definitely glad that I was able to get my hands on the palettes and the blushes. The blushes are what sold me on getting the palettes. Like especially this blush here, like this is just totally right up my alley. So, and I think these little 9 pans are just awesome. And this is just like my favorite shade. Mars, I love you. All right, you guys, I'm a little goofy right now, but anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are doing well. Remember to take care of yourselves, take care of others, stay home if you can, wash your hands. We will get through this strange and crazy time. Have a minute, go follow me on Instagram. I'm going to put my handle here at the bottom of the screen. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. It helps you find my videos easier and it helps me out with my channel. So I'd appreciate it. Also, if you want to go ahead and give this video a like, I mean, that'd be great. I would thank you very much in advance. All right, guys, take care. I love you all. See you in my next video. Bye.